Hello, everybody. It's Laura Van Bertlo. I'm going to make sure I have the comment section open. Oh, there we go. I am so happy to be here, and I hope this works better than the last Facebook Live. I've decided to just try my StreamYard. And I'm just typing something in. So if you are online, please go ahead and tell us where you're from. And there we go. Let's see if that pops up. So I make sure that part's working. All right. So welcome to the first of 5 weeks of the foil frenzy. And foiling is something brand new for Stampin' Up. There are some other ones out there, but this one's got a really cool technology. And I don't know the ins and outs because I'm not an engineer. I just like to play with the stuff. But it's really not intimidating. When I first saw it, I thought to myself, oh my goodness, this is crazy. No, it's very easy. And I'm foiling things that aren't even paper. So that's what this next 5 weeks is. I'm going to bring you 2 projects every Tuesday night at 8:30 Central Standard Time. So make sure that you have liked and following my Laura's Creative Corner page. And I will also drop a link under this video where you can join up for the VIP email list because everybody gets the tutorial emailed to them tomorrow as a perk of being one of my VIP members. Also, I will put other links in so if you want to shop and grab this for yourself because you know you're going to fall in love with it. The Christmas stuff just hit for pre-order for us. And it's one of my favorite perks of being a demonstrator is that we get to pre-order before you guys do so we can play with it and figure it out and then get excited and show you. So, all right, I have 2 cards that I'm going to show you. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my machine. And actually, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to switch. Okay. Hey, Kathy. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure. Sometimes I don't talk loud enough. I'm trying it on StreamYard too. Okay. So when you get your machine, I'm going to create, there's this little cord and see, I plugged it in. It's going to take about 7 minutes for it to warm up. So I'm going to do the other portion of the card. And this is one of 2. And so it comes with the machine itself, the silicone pad that keeps your surface from getting, too hot. And then there's special shims that do not go in you don't use them as if you're using them with the stamp cut and embossed the normal way. And then there's a silicone mat for you to pick up your die. This is magnetic, and I'll show you how all this works when we get to that step. I have this out because we are going to do a little bit of watercoloring. And we are going to play with the hot foil dies as soon as I find them. I thought I had them right next to me. I have that one. Oh, it's right. It is literally right next to me. Okay. So when you see these dies, like this one is a good example because this one has regular dies, and then in the gold are the ones that foil. You can tell a difference by, oh, good. Hey, Sue, where's your sister? All right, so as you can see, this one's really dull and kind of a cloudy, and it feels kind of, I want to say it's rougher than this one. And so this is the cutting die, and this is your foiling die. So what I'm going to do, and this one actually comes with, when you get the bundle, and it's gorgeous. I use my blending brushes, and it comes with the masks that you can, once you foil it, you could color your butterflies. And in the corner, there's a 1, 2, 3, and if you use it for the bodies, there's 4. And you just follow along, and you make a little titch mark on your paper so you know where to match the titch mark. And you color your butterflies that way, but we're going to color them with watercolor today. Now, let me kind of put that to the side. I don't really want to get that much wet. This is the fluid watercolor paper, and it's sold, and it's like 5x7. So I cut it in half, and I'm going to get this good and wet. Oh wow, I must have some green on me. Okay. And the tip of this is, I'm going to get it good and soaked. And I should have gotten a, here we go. I got an acrylic block. Here's another use for an acrylic block. Put just a little dot, because we're not going to do too much with this. I don't want to waste some of my reinkers. But this was a fun way to do a background. All right. And then I'm going to take, this is the water painters, and these come in a pack of 3, where you get one with a thin tip, one with a little more of a brush tip, and then the third one has a wide tip, like so. And then you fill it with water, and do watercolor washes. You can color like we're doing tonight. So, hey Kim, welcome to my page. Okay. So I'm going to start with the lightest color. And what I'm going to do is create a fun background. I need to make it more wet. Hold on. There we go. And this is, I knew it would take a little while that's warming up. Kim, you missed it. I have to wait 7 minutes for that to warm up. And then I'll be more thorough about how to use the foiling machine in just a minute as we go through it. So what right now is I'm just kind of dabbing some of the colors onto the paper so we can create kind of a watercolor wash and let it bleed. It's kind of pretty. It kind of reminds me of fireworks. And then we are going to, all right, here we go. Okay, let's see if that's enough. And I'm going to go ahead and get it some more in there, because now we're going to swirl it to give it a full background. And just kind of want to mix those colors up, because this is going to be the coloring of our butterflies. And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's so wet. How are you going to put that on an electric machine? Well, we have the heat tool. I'm going to put some more yellow. I really wish that wasn't so. It worked out so much better when I was doing it and I wasn't live. It's kind of having somebody watch you type. Okay. But when the finished product comes, you don't even see how it's dotted and stuff like this. Or you could just do a straight watercolor wash. And then I'm going to kind of tap that. Let me get my towel. Oh. And I used a silicone mat. This thing's great. I use it for the paste. Believe it or not, we have paste. And we have masks that you use the paste with. But I use it for glue, hot glue. I can also do mirror images with this. So there's lots of uses, and it's real inexpensive, but I have 3 of them because they're great tools. And it helped me from getting so much water on here. And I'm just going to kind of dab that. All right. Excuse the heat tool. So I'm going to dry both the top, and then when it starts to warp, then you can flip it over, and it will kind of flatten it back out. And that's why I wet both sides as well. And it's a good way to keep your watercolor paper from being warm. All right. Almost dry, believe it or not. You saw how wet it was. Okay. I need to dry it some more. I will. Okay. Let me grab my towel again because I got more water on there. Okay. And let me put this over because I will probably stick my hand in there. And then I have the gold paper, the foil paper. This is the foil roll. And they come in a pack of 2. And then I'm going to kind of put my dies. Okay, so that's how we measure the die. And I know these are monstrosity scissors, but I like these for when I cut metal. But I have noticed this is like the easiest way to cut the foil so far. But you get 2 of these rolls, and they're 5 yards each roll, so it's 10 yards. I think it was $12. And hey, Missy, in the pre-order, we got to order green, red, opal, and copper. So I just ordered all that last night and a reverse plate. So you can keep the negatives and use them. So I'm excited to try that out. And since I will have it, we will probably try it out on one of these Tuesday nights as we get through our series. Okay, this should be getting pretty close to heating up. So let me kind of move it back in the center so you can see it. All right, as soon as it beeps, we can place the hot dye or put the dye on there. And then we'll hit this button and then it'll heat it up for about a minute. And then we'll create our little sandwich and we will be on our way to getting it to go. I thought really I'd be almost done. Like this would have been done when I had this. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, hey, there it is. Murphy's Law. Okay. So when that beeps, I can build my sandwich. I'm going to put those 3 inkers up so I don't knock into those. But this is so fun. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. And the next one is, you may have seen a sneak peek on my page, but I love it. Okay. So let me make sure I have everything. My shims ready. And you'll notice I have some foil on here. It does not affect your designs whatsoever. It's just there was an overflow of this when I did it. And you can use rubbing alcohol if you want or scratch it off, but and it gives it character. So welcome to the page for whoever's coming on. I see you. And I will download this to YouTube. So you'll be able to access it from there as well. And come on. So this has a cord, depending on what country you order it from. Obviously, you guys are all United States people. But people from another country, if you order it from a demonstrator close by you, you will have it, the power cord will be in 2 pieces. This piece is universal to all of them. It's the power cord to the rest that aren't. Okay, so I'm going to do this facing up. The shiny side goes down. All right. And then we're going to place the watercolor paper right there. And then this is the shim. And then this is the spacer for the big shot, or excuse me, stamp cut and emboss machine. Now I'm going to unplug it. The number one thing to remember about this is if you leave it plugged in, like you plug it in to warm it up, you can get distracted. And if you leave it, it will warp the surface of your whole plate. All right. Now, our model only fits the stamp cut and emboss machine. and it will ruin the warranty. This is what we've been told. And I'm sure somebody's going to figure it out, what we can use it for and what not. But if it ruins it, you're taking a chance. Okay. First, you're seeing that. Sorry. Okay, so the trick is to go really slow, but it's perfectly measured to fit through our stamp cut. I can't talk today. The big boss is what they're starting to call it. Okay, so now it is warmed up. I don't know why I just did that because I cut out butterflies too. I'm going to take these two shims and then I'm going to peel this up. So see how it transferred over, and this picks up your dye so you don't have to touch the hot dye and just drop it on the other silicone. So that's cool. And I'm going to let that sit over here for a second. And this, and then we are going to do the reveal. Are we ready? Okay. Isn't that cool? And I'm not done yet. We're going to go cut these out. And I've got a little pile of my butterflies. But we're going to cut out with the other part of this bundle. But I'm going to get it. Oh. So I'm going to do the sandwich as normal. And thankfully, there's not much of a glare on these because they're so worn out. And Kathy, yes, I did order some plates. She comes to my in-person classes. Speaking of which, if you're local, we have one more spot for our bingo night tomorrow night. It is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. The prizes got here. I decorated some of the stuff with the swag bag. It's going to be fun. There's crafting. And it's somebody's birthday we'll be celebrating. Not mine. All right, so this should run over slow. But move that so my hand doesn't get on the hot plate. There we go. Save my strength for the machine. Ugh. I usually pre-cut stuff, but this I had to show you this way. And I have to show you how to do the foil. Okay, so there's the die. So here's our butterflies. Aren't they pretty? And see, now you can't even tell that there's dots like we had on the paper. It just looks like a nice molted watercolor butterfly. Now I'm going to toss the extra. And now we're just going to build the card, which takes 2 seconds. Get back in my chair. Who's laughing at me? Is that a laugh? Oh, I guess it was a laugh. All right, so I'm going to put these back just so I don't lose it. And that's good and cool right now. And no, I'm going to wait till I'm done with the card. So I don't want that to heat up because it heats up a lot quicker after your first time. It's just the first time you turn it on, it takes a little longer. Sounds good. Let's mess with that later. Put that back here. Okay. So now I'm going to get out. And I have a product list on this tutorial that I'm going to send out to my email subscribers. And yes, I have to show you this because you're probably looking at this and where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I already pre-embossed this petal pink, and you're probably like, what? I haven't seen that embossing folder. It's coming in September for customers, and it is gorgeous. Oh, no, that's not it. Where did I put you? Well, when I find it, I had it right here where I can show you. Maybe it's right here. Nope. Okay, well, it's softly woven. And there it is. I knew I had it. softly woven 3D folder. So it's one of the really big ones. So you can do more than one at a time. And I think it's going to be great for your holiday cards because you can make Thanksgiving and color it one way. But I wanted to try it out. And I want something kind of elegant looking. And so I did the kettle pink already, so I didn't have to bring out the machine again. And now, this is our thick basic white. And then I'm just going to put some glue on this. The fibers have already been kind of just mashed up a little bit, so they're more what I'm looking for. It will tear if you try to put the tape on the back of this. So go this way, it's okay. So I just literally put that straight down. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals to put this. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stamp my saying first. And I'm going to use Memento Black and pray that I can find that stamp. I see two. Oh, I see them. They're still in my basket. Sorry. Okay. I did basic gray with this one because I didn't want it very, sometimes the black can be too much. I'm going to do just a note here in the corner. And that's our basic gray. And then I'm going to put the dimensionals on the back, and I may have stamped that on the wrong side. Oh well, nobody's going to know. I did. Oh well. All right. Then, I know, isn't it pretty? I got the wood one too. It's like a, looks like this stump of a tree. It's got the rings and everything. All right, so these butterflies I'm just going to put to the side for another project, and they will go with the other butterflies I did for the one that the sample that I made. So the Christmas ones are so pretty. Oh my goodness. Cannot wait. And they have another one that's all occasion as well. So I'm gonna be able to see what I'm doing. All right. So now, and I know Missy's seen this. Where's my take your pick tool? Okay. It just starts to all blend together. Yeah, we're going to do two down here. These are, I think, the shimmer gems. Yeah, shimmering dots. And these come with the Lily of the Valley, but I just wanted something subtle. But that's it. That is our card. Isn't that pretty? I love the gold. Oh, so pretty. All right. I'm going to plug it back in. And we're going to do the second project. Little less prep work for this one, but the wow factor is off the chart. So I'm gonna let that, let's see, it's 8:54. We'll see how long that takes to warm up. And this time we are going to use the Garden Silhouette. It is, this one's very popular, so it's currently unavailable right now, but I need to go look. I think it's coming back in the next week. But it's like a whole background. I have seen some really pretty things done with this. Especially, I can't wait to get the reverse die, or reverse plate, because in that way I can use the negative of this. So, and you want to be delicate with your foil. And obviously it's very thin, and it's not like aluminum foil. All right, so I'm just gonna get that, And I'm going to get my card guts for our second card. Another simple card. Like I said, the wow factor is there. So I'm going to go ahead and get the card ready. It's smoky slate. I'm going to fold it in half and crease it with my bone folder. And this is for the inside. I already pre-cut this label, and I'll make sure to stamp on the correct side. I'm making this a wedding card because that's what or an anniversary card. So this is our silver foil sheets. So do you see the redundancy? Hey, Melissa. Oh my gosh, I got Melissa Wardell too. This is so cool. I have all these people on here. Okay. Sorry, I'm waiting for this. I'm trying to just talk while I wait for this to warm up. It shouldn't take as long. Does anybody have any questions? Let me make sure I didn't miss any. I think it's just all high. Okay, yeah. Sweet. All right. La, la, la. All right. Who else is here? My anniversary is next month. Okay, I'll send it to you. Ours is in March. It'll be the big 2-5. I can't believe it. But this was the part that I was saying would warp if you were just plug it in and walk off and try to prep other things, and then it becomes like 20 minutes. Somebody already has done it. I saw pictures and all this was warped up. So do not leave it. I would hate for somebody to ruin this part, because then it won't fit through the machine anymore. The only other thing I can tell you to be careful of is there's 4 screws. Sometimes if you handle it, I'm trying to think what other tips are there about this. So I'm excited for bingo tomorrow night. I think a couple of you are coming tomorrow. Should we sing karaoke while we wait? Just kidding. Well, that's funny. Sue, how did you not know your sister's birthday and your anniversary are the same day? Or are you talking about mine? Oh, yep. Bingo. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. And so this is you hit the timer. And so it's going to warm this up to the right temperature. So then we can put our stuff on there. And let me grab it while I'm waiting. Woo, I'm back here. The bad thing about having the ceiling fan on. La la. Oh, Sue, you're so funny. Well, at least you can't forget your wedding anniversary. Pete picked ours so he wouldn't forget because it's the day before not Thanksgiving. St. Patrick's Day. So he can't forget. Oh, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee while I'm waiting. Yes, my decaf. It's not caffeinated. Oh, I did something exciting, and I think it's in its final stages. I do have a blog, but I finally bit the bullet. And I have somebody that has totally overhauled my blog to where everything is right there at your fingertips. You can purchase tutorials off there. You can access my YouTube videos from that page. Oh, I'm super excited. It's going to look so cohesive and just, I'm so excited. I saw a sneak peek on Saturday and I'm just so excited about it. So let me know. Okay, come on, heat up. This might be the only downside, but you want it the right temperature. La, la, la. I'm trying to think. Anybody that needs a catalog mailed to them, let me know. I'm pretty sure most people on here are either a demonstrator, so they will get one. Just remember to add it to your cart. It should pop up when you do your next order. And then if you aren't, you can just comment, I want a catalog, and I'll get it to you. Because they are on their way to my house. And let's see, there's online exclusives that are going to hit as well. And I'm trying to think what else is on there. There's sanding blocks, guys. So we can use it on our two-tone cardstock. Okay, this is a little longer. It's probably because I didn't plug it in right after we did the last one. So it'll probably be like any second now. I could sing karaoke. What's that? What that? I just blanked out already. Okay, come on. We want to see how this goes. This is the best part. I promise it's worth the wait. Okay. I'm plugging it. So I'm going to put this down. Stop. It's the ceiling fan. It's 100 degrees here, guys. You know we have to have our air conditioning and our fans on. All right. So I'm going to stick that right there. And that goes down. And we're going to have this go. Okay, we're going to remove it from its little cradle. And move that. And move that. Don't want to spill my coffee. All right, let me grab the. Oh, God. That's heavier than I expected it to be. Oh. All right. That's why I like to pre-die cut everything. And here are the screws I was talking about. I got my finger touched on one of those the other day. Whew, they are hot. Okay. So again, I'm just going to put the whole sandwich in there and run it really slow. So as time, if you go too fast, I hear that it will smear. So I'm just going to see, and this one just took my breath away when I saw it. And I cannot wait. I got a buffalo check. It's one of the ones I got. I'm going to do green on green and red on red, and I can't wait. Oh, God. Okay. So let me put this back in its cradle. I'm going to pull these off. And where is my clicky thing? There it is. So then you just press a button, and there it goes. I'm going to put this off camera. We're done with it for today. All right. Put that over there. All right. Here's the fun part. Are you ready? I wanted to make sure you could see it. No, don't peel off now. I want them to see this. This is like the best part. Okay. All right. Let me stand up. Ready? Isn't that amazing? I mean, it's just, I just love how it looks. It's just gorgeous. Oh, yeah, she knows she was here when I did it. Oh, you want me to sing karaoke? No, you don't. Okay. So now the rest of it's pretty easy. And then to do the envelope, I didn't really have a stamp to go with this, so I just used this. And it's really cool because you can do flowers, snowflakes, trees, balloons, and the outside of your envelope looks so cute. So, okay, it's a correct way up, and we're almost done. And the only thing is you have get blinded by it, and I'm sorry if you're getting blinded. All right, where is my ribbon? And I just used the Berry Burst. This is a beautiful ribbon, and it's shiny on one side. And so I'm just going to take it like so. Just too lazy to find my good scissors that are probably in another drawer. And yes, I just eyeballed that. I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go. So, tip for tying your bows. You can thank one of my good customers, wonderful friend. We will get a glue dot and place it down where I want the knot. Get it right about there. So then when I tie my knot, it now has a, it's a little wonky right now, but it has its place. I'm going to do the loop. Almost done with this card too. So if anybody has any suggestions on what they want to see foiled that I will try to foil, let me know. I can already tell you I've done some other things, other paper products that kind of similar to doing the foil on foil. Okay, so I did that first. And it's the Berry Burst 1 1/8 shiny ribbon, I think is what it's called. I thought that was a nice contrast against the gray. All right. So now I'm going to take the Memento Black, and I basically took a craft pad that you can buy because they come uninked, and then if there's still a Memento refill, I got an extra one because I know they're going to phase it out. They're just hard to find now is the problem. But I just used that to make my ink pad because I kind of like the felt. All right, so we're almost done. I'll put this. I said, wishing you a bright and beautiful future. And I'm happy to have these in my stash now because I have vendor events starting to come up in October, which I'm going to be posting about that soon. All right. I haven't looked up at the comments, so apologize if not ignoring you. But there it is. And what I did with the envelope is I used this circle or oval circle. And I just think it's a lovely touch to make. I mean, if I saw that coming out of my mailbox, I would just smile. And I haven't even opened it yet. And then you can color those. But I mean, look at that. It's perfect. So it's really cute. Really, really cute. And I'm just going to do this in the corner. And we are finished with today's class. I really hope you enjoyed it. Check back. I'll put the link, and then make sure you sign up for the email if you already aren't on it, so you can get your tutorial. And you can, like I said, you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel, because sometimes I go there live, but Facebook sometimes seems to be, it's kind of hit and miss. There we go. But that's that card. And then we had this one, my original, and I have no clue what happened to the other one. Oh, there it is. So there's everything that we did today. So I hope you liked it. If you have any questions about the foiling system, let me know. And I'm happy you guys came on. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week, same time, 8:30 Central Standard Time, right here. Talk to you soon. Bye.